Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about the lag which a lot of players have reported off late in the World of Tanks game after the update 1.0.0.1. That is, the battle screen is taking a lot of time to load up, and due to which there is a delay in you get hardly 5-second marks before when you get the battle screen, and by 5 seconds your battle starts up. And so the thing is that a lot of players really, the strategies fall apart and there is a sudden freeze in the frame once the battle starts. So due to this reason, a lot of gamers are really having a very performance issue on the game. Now the reason behind it is majorly due to a fact that World of Tanks have introduced in the 1.0 update big size sound files, now the HD sound. So due to the sound files being introduced to the game, it takes a lot of loading. While you try to load up the battle, the sounds also get loaded up along with that, so it takes a huge toll on the time, load up of the memory. Now the probable workaround be around this problem, for this problem, is that you either switch your sounds off or you use an SSD card. Now if people don't have an SSD drive installed in their laptop or desktop or wherever they are playing in their gaming rig, it's a big problem. So basically today I'm going to show you a process by which there is a workaround where you don't need to have an SSD and you can still run the game without overcoming that lag in the battle screen. That loadout time much decreased. You might get the battle by 15 seconds left for the clock to turn 0, or maybe 20 seconds for the clock to turn 0. So you can't overcome that issue which you're facing as of now. So let's go ahead and show you like what we need to do over here. So basically what we need to do is that we are going to use a new process that is called as RamDisk. If people are not familiar with what is called as RamDisk, basically RamDisk is a drive, a software drive, a virtual drive, which can be used instead of SSD or a hard drive to store these files, these sound files, which will be referred at a much higher rate while the game is on, in order to decrease that transmission time or read write time of the this files. So basically over here you can see a comparative study of hard drive versus SSD versus RAM disk. You can see that the RAM disk has got a much higher read and write capacity than that of SSD or hard drive, taken into comparison. So what we are going to do is that, as per my test goes, I have used this RAM disk in past and this is very good. So I'll refer to you to install this Radeon RamDisk, which is basically you get a lot of version over here. You get the paid one as well as a free one. Now the freeware comes with 4 GB only limited space. Now if you want to, suppose this RAM disk is sort of a much efficient SSD, so you can use it in order to not only speed up your World of Tanks, but also you can speed up the loadout of many games where you see a lot of time it takes the games to get load up and you get to the battle. So in order to make a very efficient caching of those memories of those quick referred file or save games, you can use a bigger drive to accommodate more games. But as of now, for the scenario which we are testing it for, this will serve the purpose of 4 GB is enough to serve the purpose. So we are using that freeware, the free version, which is limited up to only 4 GB of max RAM disk size. So basically you are going to go over here and download, hitting this download button. I'm going to paste the link in the description below. You can take the help from there. You can directly land in the page and download this file. So once you download this file will come like this. Okay, so basically you go ahead and you accept the terms and condition, go for installed, go for yes, and so on and so forth. So it is going to get installed. Just give me a moment while it is installing. Yes, so it is done now. Now you have to check in the box of launch RAM disk after installation. So we have done it. Now the RAM disk will be launched now. So what we're going to do is that we are going to now head for the configuration utility of the RAM disk, and we are going to configure the file, the drive. So basically I'm setting it to 4092, which is the max drive size. We are only given 4 GB for free version, and I'm using the entirety of it. So after that comes the create temp file directory. Now create temp file directory, you can create a temp file folder. It is nothing but a folder with a name of temp. Now why the folder you need in reference in later usage? Because you know a lot of files like browsing files or any other game files are stored in the temp directory. Now this you can shift all those from the temp directory to over here for quick reference. So you can basically redirect the Windows temp directory to this drive, and you can use it for a further speed increase of any other utility or any other applications you're running on the Windows, or you can use it for the browser also. You can save the cookies and all those temporary internet files into this directory, and so on and so forth. So but I'm not going to show it over here, but let's keep it up to the game and World of Tanks in reference. So you can set the disk level as RAM disk. You can set it to any other name or whatever choice you want to do. You can put in the drive alphabets, like I'm putting the drive alphabets as R by default. And after that we are going to go for the load and save disk. So basically over here you are going to keep. Now what is the purpose of this saving the disk image is that the disk image is see, basically it's a read-only memory. Now what happens is that it's a volatile memory, so once we just switch off our laptop or desktop or whatever mediums we are using, once we switch it off, the memory is immediately going to be erased and it should be reset to a null memory. So in order to retrieve it back from where you left, you need to have a temporary image of it saved somewhere, which is a permanent drive. So in my case, in my scenario, I am storing it in my C RamDisk image file. Okay, so this is the image directory. Now I have got a previous image out there, so I'm going to do is that I'm going to erase those files, because this I don't need. So I'm erasing it. In your case it will be empty, so not a problem. So basically what you do over here is that you are going to create the RamDisk image file over there for the local quick settings. Now after that you create a new disk or load the specific image saved files, specific saved image. Now what in this case is that if every time the loadout option you load the RAM disk, it is going to create a new disk. So that is not what you want. So you want it you want to start from where you left the last time. So load the specific saved image will be a better option. So that you set it to load the specific saved image. Then after that, save option, save image disk, save disk image at shutdown. So please check it, because every time unknowingly or unattentively, if you switch off your laptop or your desktop immediately before the entire shutdown process is initiated, it will go ahead and write a copy of what is a current standing into the designated directory every time you switch off your laptop or desktop, whatever. Now after that, you don't have to select anything out of the other two tabs, just keep it as it is. So you go ahead and initiate the RAM disk drive. Excuse me. So now the RAM disk is going to it's getting initiated. So you can see the RAM disk are choose what you want to do for that. So just keep it as it is. Okay, so now it is doing the saving disk image. So now it is going to a C drive and saving a temporary disk image, which is as of now a empty folder, empty directory with one empty folder, that is a temp file. Okay, so that you have already said that you want a temp file, so you're getting a temp file by default. So that is not a problem. Let it be empty if you don't want to use it, but it is there for the purpose of using it for the future reference if you want to do. Okay, so now what we do is that we go to that PC, my PC, and we see that there is a RAM disk created over here. Over here you can see there's a temp file which is empty as of now. So what we do over here is that we'll go to the D drive and we'll go to the games and World of Tanks. Now the two files that I was talking about is basically in the rest folder. Okay, so what you go is this, you go to the rest folder, go to the packages, and there you're going to press A button and you get the audio part 1 and audio part 2 packages. So what you do is that you quickly copy these two files. So I copy this file, go over here. Now we have to create a new folder for what audio. So basically I am typing it as what audio. Okay, now I go ahead and I paste it over here. So see, the file is getting copy pasted. Remember, it's not a cut copy, it's a copy paste. So basically you don't cut the original file, you let it be where it is. Okay, just now we'll go and change it. Whatever changes that is required, we'll do the changes over there. So basically now you go again back to your games folder, to the world of tanks, to res, and over there to packages, and then you just go ahead and rename those files. You rename it by saying, for example, old, and then you do the same for this. Okay, so basically we have renamed the both the two files into our directory. Okay, now what we'll do next? Okay, now what we'll do is that we will open up a notepad file. So basically we'll go to notepad, go to our R Windows button and hit notepad, and in notepad what we're going to do is that we are going to make a link. So we have to type in mklink. Don't worry about the commands, I will paste it in the description so you can use it from there. So mklink, and then you are going to give the original folder destination, the directory where you have the original files. So that is basically world of tanks, res, and then packages. So you copy it from the header out here, the address bar, and so you paste it over here. Now give a /, and apart from that, now if you remember, we have renamed those packages. So you have renamed these packages to _old. So as of now you won't give the exactly _old, you will give it as the original package name. So what you will do out here is that you are going to paste here just the old with the old name and rename it to package original pkg file. Okay, now we are going to do is that we are going to go to a RamDisk, what audio, we are going to take this link up now. So here I paste the link, and then we are going to copy this file from here. Okay, so we copy it and we put a / and paste it. Okay, now we have made this make link command for the package 1. Same will repeat for package 2, because you remember that we are going to create a shortcut for both the files. So that this is the purpose of this thing, is that we are trying to redirect the reading of the file. Means whenever the game will run, the game will they will go to the original directory and try to read those files. But what you're going to do is that you are going to say that no, don't read it from here, go to my RamDisk file, go to my what audio folder and read it from there. So in that scenario, the reading and writing will be faster than compared to what it would have done in the original scenario, in the previous scenario. So right now we are going to now keep it copied up, and then we are going to go for the command prompt. Write cmd, after pressing Windows button, right click and run as administrator. So we are going to now start the administrator, the command prompt in the administrator mode. Right click, left click on that, and right click on that, and you are going to paste the link. So that is a copy pasting on the command prompt, and then we quickly hit the enter button. Now if you can see over here, you are going to see that symbolic link has been created for D drives, blah blah blah, for the R drive, blah 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 package. So what basically it is doing is that it is creating a link in the original file, original destination file folder, where it is redirecting it to the new directory where you have actually replaced the file now. So if you go to the res, the new file which has been created over here is, you see over here, you can see a new file, type of file, which is .systemlink. Okay, so now this file is going to be referred the next time you run the game, and once it hits this file, it is going to redirect to your RamDisk file, and the package will be read from there. So the reading is becoming more efficient. The process of reading and referring it will become more efficient. So you have created a system link for the first package file. Now we go to the second package file. Now let me go to the notepad and copy the second one. Okay, so just copy it. Yes, so now you can see I have given the link for the part 2 package. So now the system symbolic link has been created. So now we are ready, set to go for the game. So now you just need to do nothing. You can go for the straight away launcher of the game and start the game. Well, I'm not demonstrating what will happen in the game because it might differ from me. Suppose for example the problem will be lesser for me because maybe my system rig is higher than yours, or it will be even better in your scenario than me because your system might be higher than me. But I want a serious response from you guys whether this helps or not. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'll help you in every way I can. Just you can directly now go for the World of Tanks and you just run the game. But yes, but before that I need to ensure one thing. I need to suggest one thing. Please maintain this as my advice. Whenever you are totally set and you're ready to go into the game, just do one thing: save disk image now. So once you do it, now whatever setup you have done, you are going to update that disk. So now you are saying the computer that I am ready, my setup is finalized. Now until unless next update comes, the package file won't be changing. So once there is any micro patch or patch from Wargaming, you go ahead and change those files, update it with a new file, create a link, and so on and so forth. If you need my help, I'm always there. So that is all from my end as of now. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up with any content you suggest me or whatever I face in my day-to-day gaming. And please don't forget to hit the like button. It really keeps it motivates me to do further and further this type of videos. So hope that is all for now. So like, happy gaming, all the best to you guys. See you, bye bye, peace.